I wanted to say, everybody can hear me in the back, correct? Good, good, good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, kids of all ages, welcome to the Billy Taylor Room here at the 2016 edition of the Mid-Atlantic Jazz Festival. I'm Eric Byrd. It's my pleasure to interview a wonderful artist. The accolades speak for themselves. I'm going to try to embarrass him as best I can. He is the 14-time Male Singer of the Year, 14 times in a row from Downbeat Magazine. 8 times he's been acknowledged as a Jazz Singer of the Year by the Jazz Journalists Association. Been nominated 12 times for Grammys, 12 times, and you've released 12 records. Every record has been nominated for a Grammy. New York Times says he is the standout male vocalist of our time. The Washington Post says that no singer in jazz has been as daring, dynamic, or interesting. He has come to embody the creative spirit in jazz. Not only a great singer, but a master of vocalese, writing the performing of words over recorded improvised jazz solos. Some artists he has done this with include Mr. Wayne Shorter, Pat Metheny. My personal favorite is John Coltrane's Resolution. Dedicated to You, the music of John Coltrane and Johnny Hartman was a Grammy-winning release for him. His latest recording is entitled Passion World, and it culminates in nearly 5 years of collecting and honing songs, writing new lyrics. Passion World is a fascinating journey through the realms of romance. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Kurt Elling.
Thank you. Thanks for sticking around, everybody.
I thought a good way to start was to talk a little trash. I want to be transparent with you. I was talking trash, but I think it's going to be a funny story. This is, hopefully.
I am unafraid.
So, 2001, the New York Times had an article that said Flirting with Twilight was the jazz record of that year. Best
Really?
Jazz record of the year. And so I read that online and I was thinking, wow, I haven't heard this record, not familiar with the artist. And so I just didn't know. About a week later, PBS did highlights from the Newport Jazz Festival. And they had Wayne Shorter's quartet. They had some other killing cats on there, and then the first artist they were going to play is Mr. Kurt Elling. So I'm sitting, a lot of cats, I don't know why we do this, but sometimes it's like, it's the, we're going to vibe.
You said,
Yeah, right.
Let's find out.
So, your hair was long then, you had the goatee, and you had the cool shirt and everything, and you did vocalese thing to Home Cooking.
Oh yeah, John Hendricks.
Killing. So killing that I felt embarrassed that I almost talked trash about it because it was so good. I was embarrassed. I didn't know who it was. So from there, then it was the Flirting with Twilight record. Okay. And then it was the Easy Living arrangement, and then I've been hooked ever since.
All right.
So it's been happening, man. So the new record, Passion World, different languages.
Different languages.
Different languages, yeah.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you, what inspired you to go so headfirst, so intentional into that? Because you started with the standards, you've gone into other languages and other kind of vibes before, but this one seems to be really, really, really intentional in kind of a world.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been touring for a while now, and just like tonight, I look at people in the audience and I want to connect with them, and I want them to feel as great as they can feel and be excited about what they are experiencing. And but then you picture yourself doing that same thing in France or in Germany or in Brazil or any place you go, and there's so much incredible music in the world. So it feeds me to try to learn new things.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that it makes the people who come out to the shows in these other countries feel that I'm just doing my best to connect with them. That I'm not just bringing a thing where it's like, here it is, deal with it, or whatever.
Right.
I mean, I just really sincerely want people to remember when they've come out to and they've heard me sing. Yeah. And I want them to walk away and say, man, you know what? I want to. Anytime that guy comes back to this obscure location, I'll try to, I'll be there for him because he really kind of tried his hardest to get with us.
Is that a high priority for you as an artist, is to make sure that wherever you are, whatever venue you're in, is that you're making a connection, as close a connection?
Yeah, yeah. I don't, you know, it's better for everybody. I would have a hard time understanding. I have a hard time understanding why you'd want anything less, and I'm sure most I don't know. Cats always want to connect. You always want to have an emotional connection with an audience, even if you're playing very challenging, mathematically induced music, because it's not just about the brain, it's about the heart, and it's about moving people's energy around, and that's the thing that I fell in love with about jazz music in the first place, was the way Dexter Gordon's playing makes me feel. It's the thrill, it's the immediate communication of whatever emotion it is that they're trying to broadcast. And so, because I received that through the music, then that seems like that's the thing to do. And, you know, especially in as much as the music can be so challenging to listen to. I'll be singing something real fast and the lyrics go by and you don't necessarily know what they are, or I don't even know what they all are. Or a challenging set of chord changes that are tough to figure out, and so I try to play at as high a caliber as I can and surround myself with musicians of that same intention. But so we're trying to, you know, Duke Ellington always played. He just played what he really believed in. And Wayne plays what he really believed. Right. It's what they, but because of their ability to broadcast from the heart and to make the music that, even though Wayne Shorter's music is sometimes incredibly complicated, you just feel it all the time without having to think about it. That's a very important thing to do, I think. So those are the kinds of people that I aspire to follow and to, I mean, I play in the wake of these great musicians, and that's what I have felt. So, I mean, I'm not inventing any of this. I'm just trying to get over and, you know, play as well as I can, and like I say, so that people, when they walk out, they say, damn, I'll make it with him anytime. What, you know? Yeah. Good. Then I got a gig next time I come back to town. I have to hustle up a room, you know, Holiday Hilton Express by the airport or whatever.